Good evening. Main construction on the HS2 rail line began today. That's despite claims that the rise of home working during the pandemic has made the estimated £106 billion cost of the scheme a waste of money. The Prime Minister was in the Midlands to kickstart work on phase 1 of the route between Birmingham and London, with what the government called a shovels in the ground moment. Andy Bevan has our top story.
All change at interchange. Boris Johnson came to the site near the NEC of what will become one of 4 HS2 Phase 1 stations. He was here to herald the switch from preparation work to main construction for the 225-mile-an-hour high-speed line.
I've got absolutely no doubt that mass transit transport infrastructure is going to be crucial for our country, not just now, but in the decades ahead.
A few miles away, work continued at Curzon Street in Birmingham, the site of the West Midlands terminus for Phase 1. This video, released today by HS2 Limited, sets out statistics for the line as it winds its way from the city, linking Birmingham Airport, through Warwickshire and on towards London. The company says 22,000 new jobs will be created, and it counters claims that the project will have a negative impact on the environment by promising to build green corridors along the route. Burton Green near Kenilworth lies directly in the path of Phase 1 and has seen dozens of homes and businesses compulsorily purchased. It's been living with preparatory work for HS2 for several months. At this week's PMQs, Tory MP Jeremy Wright, who represents the village, took Boris Johnson to task about HS2's closure of roads around a local school without consulting residents.
They do treat local residents with, I'm afraid, a high-handed approach, or have done.
Villagers in Burton Green couldn't agree more, and they say they fear things can only get worse as construction is ramped up.
It's very much that they tell us what they're going to do, and any feedback really doesn't go anywhere.
In reality, it's probably going to be the best part of 10 years before it's settled and sorted and the trains actually go past. Anything less than that is totally unrealistic. Therefore, as an area, we're now totally blighted for at least that time.
At the London end of the line, Midlands anti-HS2 campaigners gathered this morning around what will be the Euston terminal. They say the pandemic has changed the world of work, weakening the case for HS2.
You can work from home, that you're just as efficient, then it reduces business costs. It will become the business imperative. It's what people want to do. Who wants to commute? Who wants that, soul-wrenching journey into work every day? No one wants to do that. And the country is now realising you don't have to do that, so you don't need HS2.
The government says Phase 1 will cost between £35 and £45 billion, but opponents claim it'll be far higher than that. And according to a government review, the total, including the second phase to Manchester and Leeds, could top £106 billion. Trains between Birmingham Curzon Street and Old Oak Common just outside London are due to start between 2029 and 2033. With the full line to Euston opening between 2031 and 2036. Andy Bevan, ITV News.